This could be interesting, though, if Gobi with the cannonballs, he doesn't really lean into the cannonballs the way that a lot of Thatch players will, or even some Sidra players will. But if he does, those cannonballs can arc up onto those soft platforms in really interesting ways and make them less safe than, say, some other weapons will feel against it.
Yeah, I mean, interestingly enough, his signature choices have mostly comprised of like the sword signatures, and then the neutral blasters.
Yeah, he likes. Interestingly enough, yeah, it's the neutral blasters. It's got that backstep and the double shot. So maybe that's what he's looking for, is that double shot, because it's easier to set up into it.
Yeah.
But it is an interesting choice over the side sig.
Yeah, but dire straits here with SillyGobi already in the red, and Starlight sending him up almost off the top, but Great Hall does have a high ceiling.
Yeah, very high ceiling, but Tiffany knows that and goes for the horizontal kill option onto SillyGobi. SillyGobi taking quite a bit of damage. Oh, great punish from behind on that neutral signature from Tiffany.
Threatening SillyGobi, trying to find the range. Oh, getting sent up. Oh,
everyone
off the top of the screen. It's a brawl up there.
They can't even really see where they are. They're just like, all right, I know if I hit this upward shot, it is going to be the kill option. They're going for the ceiling kills here on Great Hall.
So much damage all around. Starlight with the haymaker and then the uppercut, taking one stock.
Finally, the first stock falls as Starlight goes for the horizontal kill. Simba gets the uppercut, the recovery on to Tiffany. Starlight playing on that top platform, and that will lead to his death as Simba gets another recovery.
All right, Simba, only one with their first stock left. Not yet enough off the top of the screen. Val does have a decent amount of defense.
She is one of the tankier characters, not quite max defense, but still quite a lot of survivability.
Got that nice pyramid stats, 4, 5, 6, 7 down the line.
There you see
finally going down.
The horizontal kill options coming out from the blue team, and they have slowed it down. This game started off so explosively, so much chaos in the middle of the map, and the second stock started falling. The blue team's like, all right, we need to rein it back in and make sure that we can secure this victory.
I mean, it's looking pretty good whenever they get their team combos going. We've seen Starlight and Tiffany, any small conversion can turn into a kill. Whoa, threatening that Val signature, dipping around over the side, but Tiffany not getting caught.
It's got some scary movement. Starlight's got some scary movement. And the trade-off, Tiffany falls to her death, and that leaves SillyGobi and Simba to get the 2v1 opportunity onto Starlight. But again, these high ceilings, finally SillyGobi gets the kill with that unarmed recovery, and Simba and SillyGobi have the stock advantage.
Oh my gosh, and they're just pressuring Tiffany. So much damage, going deep into the yellow before Starlight's able to get back in. Tiffany's trying to separate these teammates. You know, I wonder if they feel that they can win the separate 1v1s or if they want to try and target SillyGobi here.
They might be focusing on SillyGobi considering he is on that final stock and Simba's still got an extra one. They can go for the 2v1. They've got to be confident in their 2v1 abilities, but Simba with the roll over that side signature on the corner knocked down Starlight, but was not enough. He needed that ground pound follow-up with Starlight with a really good neutral layer. Got him back up.
And there you can see the focus just rotating around, trying to cap off any of SillyGobi's escapes.
But SillyGobi got up, throws out the wave, the gravity cancel neutral signature, and Simba takes down Tiffany. It's all left to Starlight in game 1 of this losers finals.
Man, 3 stocks to 1. I know it's deep red across the board. Now it's taken one of those 3 stocks, but Simba is now fresh as a daisy.
Simba has plenty of health to work with. SillyGobi does not, unfortunately, as Starlight gets that finishing blow onto him, and it's all left to Simba in the 1v2. Goes for the gravity cancel downlight for the setup into the gauntlets. Starlight's going to try to cover both of these weapon options, but he can't cover everywhere.
And he's going to have to do so perfectly. I mean, any strong hit will send him out. That side air setting up the edge guard. Simba looking, hunting, looking for the down air. No, Starlight fighting his way back onto stage.
The turnaround. Almost
dangerous.
got the egg drop. Simba with the movement gets the recovery, but he doesn't get the force on it, and Starlight still has the position. Simba taking quite a bit of damage. Side air connects, and that will do it. Just enough, like you said.
1-0 in the set. Simba and SillyGobi trying to claw their way back into Grand Finals.
They want to get out of these shark-infested waters and maybe bring some sharks of their own to fight Boomy and Remy in the Grand Finals. Same map bans, no surprises coming out from Starlight and Tiffany. Is it going to be the same map? Absolutely.
All right, so rocking into this one, I want to see some more of those blasters plays from SillyGobi. It was paying so many dividends early on in the match. I mean, he was finding hit after hit.
The one thing that I will say about it, though, is he really likes to go for those recovery kills on Great Hall, which is such an odd option. He likes to go for the vertical kill. It works out for them because they're able to build up enough damage for that, but in terms of efficiency, that's just one of the farthest kill boxes possible to go for.
Yeah, I do wonder if they want to go for, like, SillyGobi building up the damage and Simba confirming the KOs.
Yeah, that would be a strong option if that's what they decide to go for. Either way, they're playing out game 2 right now as Simba gets some recoveries of his own onto Tiffany, sends her flying into the sky. And we do see that Tiffany is the one who's close to the kill spot, but the neutral sig comes out from Starlight underneath as a follow-up onto Simba.
Oh man, Tiffany again just interrupting. Oh, Starlight got traded there. There's the side air. Simba cleaning up the stock, taking the first one.
But everybody else is so close to that kill spot. The downlight, the Sair, the weapon toss from SillyGobi. Starlight with the save, and he gets the kill onto SillyGobi.
And you know he wanted to get that turnaround on Simba. Starlight is nothing if not a greedy player, but they can back it up.
He can, in fact, warrant it. Now it's down to the 2v1 in the red for the red team against Starlight, but they're not able to get the pressure that they were looking for. Oh, slide tries at Starlight with the punish.
I mean, if an android's coming down breakdancing at you, what do you do?
Apparently jump dare is what you do, because that's what worked for Starlight.
Pretty good answer, but Simba fighting his way back onto stage, gets his footing on these platforms.
SillyGobi and Simba slowing it down a little bit. Nice recoveries on Nair's underneath. Tiffany with the recovery at the top. Simba still going with more recoveries. SillyGobi's defense not really working in his favor here. Oh, can't get the ground pound.
That was the KO they needed to tie up the stocks. Hopefully SillyGobi doesn't take too much damage before they do.
He wanted to keep that one even. Getting those side blast shots. Ooh, going real high with that recovery. Not sure if he was looking for the shot. Oh, the Nair Starlight so close again. The red team really likes going for these vertical kill options. There's the recovery from SillyGobi. Wanted the Sair follow-up onto Tiffany.
Blast him. Black powder everywhere.
Okay. Second one from Simba.
All right, slight stock lead. But you know what? We've seen it happen before. If SillyGobi gets taken out, Simba alone in a 2v1 is a scary thing.
SillyGobi still has a little bit of health to work with here before he has to worry about the kill options coming out from the blue team. Side sig comes out from Tiffany. Simba gets sent flying very high off of that neutral air. Both blue team members have a little bit of health to work with as Simba eats the side air off of SillyGobi's setup. Down air comes out, good spot dodge through, and he's able to move around, weaves around the blue team.
Excellent. And SillyGobi now employing the range, keeping them at bay.
Oh, but Simba coming in with the fresh stock was almost taken off the top. Everybody just going so high on Great Hall.
That's all right, though, because SillyGobi, he's managed to extend this stock. He's getting that extra damage, pushing them towards his own damage level of red.
Trying to get them to join him in the red department. The recovery is coming out from Starlight. Tiffany gets the side air. SillyGobi is done for, and it's all left to Simba in the 1v2. Can he do it with this Val?
It's going to be a tall order. He's deep in the red. Any strong hit could do it, but he only needs the one. If he can find a signature like that, he could potentially knock them both out at once.
Oh, the recovery was so close. Can't get the punish onto Tiffany on the whiffed side signature. Simba throws away the gauntlets over to the sword, gets a recovery underneath, but again, that high ceiling of Great Hall working out for the blue team.
Yeah, I guess this is why they really just like that map pick. I mean, they're going for a lot of spear side airs and sword side airs, so they want the horizontal over the vertical.
Oh, it goes into the weapon toss! Tiffany gets to live because of the weapon toss from Simba. He's looking for the turnaround. Tiffany almost helps it out, but the side air.
Gonna do it. Tiffany and Starlight tying up the set.
One
insanely
apiece.
close match.
But are they going to go back to Great Hall?
Oh, you know it.
Are they going to do it, Simba? Are they really going to do it? There are so many times where they were so close to getting the kill on. Okay. They were so close so many times where I almost want them to just say, okay, you know what? Well, let's just have one with a not ridiculously high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice. And if anyone was going to ban it out, it was going to happen on Simba and SillyGobi's watch.
3, 2, here we go. It is going to be Twilight Grove as the pick for the red team and the blue team to fight out here in Game 3. No weapon pickup for Starlight just yet, but the damage is already being done onto the red team.
Yeah, no kidding. SillyGobi again getting just knocked around. Already into the orange, but Tiffany also in the orange, almost getting sent off the left-hand side. That almost did it. SillyGobi just hammering again and again. Tiffany, how are you still alive?
Oh, she's still living, and Simba almost falls. Simba gonna go for the turnaround off stage onto Starlight. Tiffany has held onto the stock for so long, and she gets the turnaround. Simba's gonna be the first one to fall out of all of these players, and SillyGobi is right behind him.
Man,
Double
Tiffany
KO.
wasted no time in just leaping off stage to clean up that stock.
She was like, I've been over there. I know what to do. Comes over to the right side now, putting more pressure out, but wants to help the team. Simba might get the double. Can he finish off this stock of Starlight? Starlight on the corner, burned a lot, and he falls to his death. That's an unofficial double going the way of Simba.
Now we got a little bit of a power play on Tiffany, but Starlight coming in, interrupting any attempt.
Immediately shutting that down.
Oh,
Neutral
against
sig
the
connects.
wall. Tiffany really just bouncing Simba off this island again and again.
And that's a spot that usually the Blasters players wants to do, right? They want to get that downlight Sarah into the recovery. We saw Boomy able to do that yesterday in the 1v1s. Gobi's likely looking for the opportunity, but he gets sent flying off, has to get back to that island, and Simba can't be there to help him out because he got sent flying to the left side.
Starlight changing over to the spear, getting a little bit of that extra range, a little more width on the recovery, especially since there's red team kill number 1. SillyGobi needs to just watch himself. Oh no, off on the side island, getting side-aired again.
But a nice return from Simba with the slide charge down heavy. Starlight, though, really holding on to the stocks. Might see the red team decide to swap it up and go for the 1v2. Take out Tiffany and just go for the 1v2 onto Starlight.
I mean, that's the most likely path to victory right here. But again, Starlight, the one in orange, you may want to just focus that. Get your power play moment. A lot of movement coming out. Both teams trying to feel each other out, get the spacing. They don't want to give any quarter.
Nobody wants to overcommit, make the mistake, and give the other team that advantage that they need. But players are taking damage. SillyGobi has taken quite a bit.
Right into the ground pound. Tiffany surviving, turning it around.
And Tiffany still has
Simba.
movement. Yeah, almost got that on the left side corner.
Simba throwing the weapon, unarmed for a moment. SillyGobi trying to hold on to life.
Downlight into recovery. Tiffany avoiding the power play, does not want to leave Starlight in the 1v2. Tiffany playing very safe with all those islands, just dives in with the side air because she knows how damaged both these red team members are as they're both stuck on the walls.
Yeah, I mean, even just the slightest tap, that recovery almost even did it. Side air setting up the edge guard. SillyGobi in dire straits. Simba trying to save him, but no, getting sent up himself. SillyGobi is out. Simba is alone.
It's all left to Simba in another 1v2 between these blue team members. Tiffany holding on strong, not even as damaged as Simba is. And Simba still has to take down Starlight if he can take down Tiffany.
I mean, Simba's got the movement to do it, but how long can you weave between these two?
Not very long at all, as Tiffany and Starlight, they just keep figuring out how to play around it. They catch him with the side air, and that is going to be 2 games going up for Starlight and Tiffany. It looks like the Sharks might come out of the water and fight Boomy and Remy in the grand finals.
Yeah, and I mean, look at this they're pack hunters, clearly. I mean, you usually wouldn't think that, but there you go. Look at the coverage on that edge guard.
Dude, Sharks are scary. And here we go. Game 4 between SillyGobi, Simba, Tiffany, and Starlight.
Small Enigma.
Yeah. Different 3-platform map. Not quite as big of a top platform as Great Hall, and slightly different kill boxes.
Yep. But you still get a lot of those similar center stage elements.
Yes.
Oh, SillyGobi getting sent off the side again. He always seems to be the early target, first one to go into the red.
Yeah, that seems to be kind of the focus fire of the blue team, is just get as much early damage as they can onto SillyGobi, and then just maintain that position. Simba with the ground pound. Starlight with another one, and Simba can't get over to the left side wall. Big lead for the blue team.
Yeah, he tried to save SillyGobi, but the blue team was just ready to capitalize. Oh, but Simba going for the ground pound. That's going to take out Starlight. Good trade.
Coming back into this one, but Tiffany not going to give him the opportunity to get a ground pound on top of her. Instead, she's going to try to stay on the main stage and play this neutral out. That's where she's been having a lot of success with her teammate Starlight.
Ooh, a little bit of a team combo there. Getting some extra damage onto Starlight. Good SillyGobi really looking to take out Tiffany, but Tiffany was just ready.
She was 100% expecting the punish opportunity, so she chase dodged straight forward. Starlight connects with a gravity cancel side stick onto SillyGobi. SillyGobi is in trouble. Tiffany almost catches him.
Oh, stage spike off the bottom, not enough, but Simba gets that extra ground pound. Starlight disengaging, but SillyGobi's there to protect.
Top of the map, Simba almost gets caught, and now the red team members are stuck on that right side wall. Gobi running out of jumps. Simba gets taken down. The weapon snipes. And the red team are down to their tournament stocks here in game 4.
Massive lead for Starlight and Tiffany. Man, if they just keep up the pressure, continue the status quo, they're looking at grand finals.
And you gotta believe that they can do it. They're in such a strong position here in game 4. Oh, what a nice option from SillyGobi with the gravity cancel side stick into a down air.
SillyGobi's sword certainly doing the work they need if they want to claw back here, tie up the set. Starlight pressuring with that spear. SillyGobi finding another kill.
Stocks have been evened up, but there's definitely a lot of damage on top of the red team. They are slowly bleeding out here, but they're building this damage up top of the map. Tiffany able to avoid that final blast, that final hit from the sword of SillyGobi.
It was so close to being the complete turnaround.
That would have been a huge swing in the red team's favor if they were able to get that top of the map camp. Looking for another one, Simba with the recovery.
Starlight staying over the shark wave, but Tiffany, getting the turnaround herself! SillyGobi going down. Starlight and Tiffany power play against Simba.
And it's all left to Simba in the 1v2 against Starlight and Tiffany.
Simba trying to stay mobile, not trying to get hit by anything here. But Tiffany is just finding odd recoveries here and there. Oh, getting interrupted. You know, that's a big part of it. Since team attack is on, you've got to be able to weave in between. But you can't weave between all these weapon tosses.
So many weapon tosses. Blue team feeling confident, trying to challenge him on the left side. Simba disengaged onto the main stage. He didn't fall to the weapon tosses, but he didn't get a turnaround gimp, which is what he needed.
Yeah, right now he's got to be looking for the KO onto Tiffany. Force the 1v1 with Starlight. Oh, not even going to get the chance. Tiffany cleaning it up for 3-1 in losers finals.